Hey, Facebook friends and family, I'm back. And yes, it's still the same day, Tuesday, June 24th, 2025, and it is currently 12:22 p.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I didn't get a chance to run to the laundromat yet because my brother ended up leaving in the midst of me washing the second load of clothes so that I could go. But anywho, guess I'll fix my edges and stuff while I'm in here.
Good like that, Mommy.
You like my hair like this, dude?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
should keep it like that.
I'm gonna start doing it more, but yeah. Anywho, I was getting a channeled message. I was getting a channeled message, and the message that I was getting, I don't even know if it make no sense to do my edges and stuff right now or if I should wait till later because it's so hot. I got the air conditioner on and we got the fan from upstairs while Denzel ain't here so that we can blow some air around in here. But anywho, I keep hearing like police brutality, and I'm hearing that in the form of crooked police. And as I was just talking to my kids a few minutes ago, I was saying that the lady who had came down the street with her knife trying to protect her mama that wasn't in danger and shit, she reminded me of the police that showed up when I had to call the police because my god brother Byron next door was shooting at me and my brother and shit. And I called the police and they didn't want to come at first. We lived on North Lawn Street. They wanted to keep on pretending that I was saying North Line Street or whatever, and it was taking them forever to come. And then when the second precinct got here or whatever, it was a black young female officer, probably my age or maybe a little bit younger. She looked just like the girl who just came down here this morning or whatever. She had pulled up on the scene or whatnot, and I'm explaining to her what's going on, telling her that my god brother had came outside shooting because for one, he walked into my brother's house because he heard me arguing with my brother about his girlfriend, him and Sierra, and how they claimed that they didn't know how to work their security cameras when my wallet came up missing from outside. So when me and Denzel was arguing about that and I'm saying his friends was fake as fuck and they some thieves and shit like that, Byron decided to bring his ass into my brother's house, where he walked into my brother's house, this house right here, walked through the front door and started arguing with my brother and shit like that. Because he told me, why would I even accuse them of doing something like that? Because y'all some motherfucking thieves. That's why. But anywho, when I called the police, and Jasmine, the crack hoe, was upstairs too. She the one who wanted to call so bad because she wasn't going to call them for real. She was going to call her faulty ass, scamming ass police officer brothers and friends or whatever. That's why they kept saying North Line Street. But because I'm a smart bitch, said that I was going to call the police on my own for my motherfucking self. And when I did, it was a young black female officer who had responded. She came with another white officer. Mind you, this was right after I was trying to report my gun stole because my gun came up missing from upstairs in Denzel's room when the crack hoe Jasmine lived here and the Kyra couldn't stay her ass from upstairs. So I had to report my gun missing or whatever. And when I went to the second when I went to the second precinct to report my gun stolen, the white officer wouldn't let me in. I think she said her name was Officer Smith or some shit like that. That's when I went to the second precinct. And me and my old friend, Alexandria Christine Lorraine Martin, went to the precinct to report my gun stolen, and they wouldn't let me in. So then I went to the 10th precinct to report my gun stolen. Right? A white officer at the 10th precinct was giving me a very hard time too, trying to report my gun stolen. He said I had to go to Dunham's, go get the bill of sale and everything. I had to drive all the way out to Dunham's, get the bill of sale for my gun and everything like that, all to report it stolen. I went to the 2nd precinct as well as the 10th precinct to report my gun stolen. Okay? The officer in there was acting like I was some deranged lunatic, and he told me, "Do you know what you just did? Get her out of here. Get her out of here." when I went to the police station to report my gun stolen, the police was attacking me. You know why? Because they be the real hitmen. And they was the one who was stealing guns and shit and covering shit up for their little family and friends and shit like that. That's why the police was acting like that when I was trying to report my gun stolen. Okay? So, I finally gets the report or whatever, report the gun stolen. I come back to the precinct because they tell me I have to come back to get a copy of my police report. So they tell me that then I have to go to the 3rd precinct to get a copy of the police report. So I got to leave the 10th precinct, go to the 3rd precinct. Mind you, they just giving me the runaround. I get to the 3rd precinct where Detective Smith happens to come when he sees me. And he's like, what's your name? I tell him my name or whatever. He asked me what I'm coming to do, get the police report for what, and then he ends up finding it. When the first person act like they couldn't find it, Detective Smith goes right back to the back of the 3rd precinct and find this police report for me, and then it comes back with a stack of motherfucking papers. And I read the police report when I picked it up, okay? When I went and got this police report, it said that they pulled about 10 guns out of Byron House, a whole bunch of mail with other people's names on it that didn't fucking live there, and a whole bunch of other shit. And then it was this fake ass police raid that took place. This is how they even got the evidence of all the shit that came out of Byron House, along again with over 10 guns. One of them probably was mine. The bitch who just came from down the street, she looked just like the fake ass officer who was walking around outside acting like she couldn't see no bullets. Until the 10th precinct pulled up and they came out, they like, it's bullets all on the ground right here. What are you talking about? One of the white ladies picked the bullet up and she had gloves on. She picked the bullet up. She said, here go a bullet right here. The black girl gonna say something, oh, you touched it. Now we can't even use it for evidence. She said, but I have gloves on. What are you talking about? I have gloves on. She was like, well, go put it in a Ziploc bag. They put the bullets in a Ziploc bag. My mail about going to this court case kept getting stolen. First of all, they didn't even have it at like 36th District or nothing like that. They was having the court dates at Frank Murphy as if we on probation or Byron is a little ass motherfucking kid or some shit. That's juvenile shit. But anyway, they having these fake ass court dates. They hiding all of my mail, so I don't even know when to go to the court dates. I gotta randomly pop up at my brother's house and find mail telling me that I'm supposed to be at court going against Byron or whatever. I never even knew about it. Apparently, they had about 2 or 3 court cases that I didn't show up to because people were stealing my fucking mail. Like the fuck I said. Boom. I come over here. I happen to find a piece of mail that told me that I'm supposed to be at Frank Murphy. I show up at the motherfucking court date. Byron and Sierra and that bitch look like they done seen the motherfucking ghost walk through that motherfucker. I'm here looking like a brick jumping out that motherfucker. Anywho, I go in the court date, even the judge, he looking at me like, what is she doing here? What is she doing here? Because these motherfuckers be working in cahoots with each other, like I said. Paying off the judges, paying off the lawyers, paying off the prosecutors, and paying off these fake-ass, dirty-ass cops that ain't got no fucking business handling shit or having authority over any motherfucking thing. But anyway, I show up at the court date. They try to make it seem like I'm causing a problem because I looked and I turned to Sierra and I said, I better not have no motherfucking problems out of no fucking body anytime that I have to come to my brother's house. And I don't. I go right outside. Sierra and Byron don't give me no motherfucking problems because they don't want no motherfucking smoke. You know why they don't want no smoke? Because they already done got themselves into some shit with paying off lawyers, judges, and police and shit like that. I ain't no motherfucking fool. I know what the fuck be going on. And just like I said today, that lady purposely let her dog out, just like Byron had purposely let his dog out when they was attacking, laughing and whatever. Like, y'all really be sitting around trying to come up with schemes of how to get me arrested or to make me act irate or whatever till I fuck a bitch up for real.
It's good laughing and
But my ancestor told me to get on here and make sure I note in my digital diary that bitch from down the street looked just like that fake ass police officer who was blind, more blind than Velma and couldn't see shit without her motherfucking glasses. These hoes got me fucked up. But it also reminds me too when I said I worked at that group home and they was trying to get me to pass meds extra fast and shit, and then gonna ask me do I want to take some Xanax and some shit like that, and I quit working for the group home before they can be trying to frame me for stealing pills and shit, because I already peeped how the light skinned hoes was in there stealing pills. I think they was called like OMB or OBM group home or some shit like that, or whatever, and I was working kind of far. I don't know if that was like Ypsilanti or Saline or somewhere out in there, but it was a decent little drive or whatever. And I only worked there for 4 days before I quit because I peeped a whole bunch of fuckery going on up in that motherfucker about them stealing pills and how they was treating those people who lived in a group home because they was wards of the motherfucking state. Okay? So I didn't stay working there for long. I only got 1 paycheck for working there because I quit. But as I was working there, it was this female who worked there too. She was a retired female officer for the Detroit Police Department, so she said. And she actually was showing me a picture of her husband and shit, and her husband is a twin. He happened to be my baby daddy, Al. Al got a sister named Nakivia, and she was dating this guy who was a twin. Nakivia's husband or boyfriend, whoever the fuck he was to Nakivia, he ended up dying from COVID, right? But his twin was still alive. His twin was married to a woman who apparently she claimed she was like a police officer for the Detroit police or something like that. And the reason I know that is because she was showing me her pictures of her wedding and stuff. I'm like, oh, I know that man. And she was like, how you know my husband? I'm like, that's my baby daddy. I'm like, is he a twin? She like, yeah. I'm like, that's my baby daddy's sister, boyfriend's brother. That's his twin. Or whatever. She like, oh yeah, well, yeah, cause you know what you talk about there. She don't like Nakivia. She was saying it like, oh, I don't really like her like that because she be doing this and she be doing that and blase split. But this police officer, this woman, she's a crooked ass bitch. I was reading the energy. These little 4 days I worked at this group home, I was reading all them hoes. That's what I was saying. I've been tapped in for a long time. She like, yeah, because I keep my gun on me. I keep a gun on me. I do this, I do that, and I do this. And yeah, use a setup, bitch. Just like I said, half these Detroit police officers, they crooked as fuck, and they be the real hitmen. And they be the ones out here committing all these motherfucking crimes and acting like they holier than thou and shit. Bitch, fuck you, motherfuckers. So when I quit the job, I just called the owner who had gave me the interview. I'm like, you know, ma'am, you have a very nice group home. It's one of the cleanest ones I ever worked at. It's very organized, blase split. But I'm sorry, I have to quit. And she like, why? What's wrong? What's wrong? And I just like, you know, I just don't feel like that's a good fit for me. I didn't say you got bitches in there stealing pills, stealing the client's bridge cards, harassing them, and doing extra ass shit that they ain't got no fucking business. I ain't spilled all that tea. All I said was it wasn't the right fit for me. And I remember this. I was telling my old friend Black about this. Like, yeah, because I was working at this group home and we was chopping it up about this one day. Or whatever. But I'm like, but I had to quit blase split because they kept wanting me to pass pills. And it was just weird as fuck how they wanted me to pass these pills so motherfucking fast and shit. Out of the blue. And then this retired police officer bitch wanted to swear up and down she had just got married. And she was a vegan too. She said she could only eat like shrimp or something. Which was even more ironic to me because Black used to like for me to cook him shrimp. Or whatever. So it's just, I pay attention to all the signs and details when I'm listening to people talk. Even when they think that I'm not paying no attention. I pay the fuck attention to certain shit. You know why? Because people pay too much attention to me. And when a bitch start paying too much attention to me, I gotta watch that hoe. Because what the fuck you up in my business for? You get it? You get it? Good. So I keep hearing police brutality. Like, it's an officer out here that be trying to set me up. But you know why? Because I be exposing too much shit. And especially these dirty ass cops. And I told y'all last year in September when I went to Dr. James Haney, because I knew that I was pregnant and shit like that. I went to go get my test results and everything like that. First of all, they're going to try to lie and say that I had herpes. Mind you, I went to the OBGYN after that, as well as the urgent care after that. as well as before that, where it was already verified that I didn't have no STDs whatsoever, not even the slightest yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis, let alone an STD or some fucking herpes and shit. But anywho, that goes to these doctors that be getting paid to forge with fuck with people's medical records and shit like that. But you know what? I didn't get back my pregnancy results. I didn't get that back in my portal or anything like that. And that's why I was saying like I was supposed to have a baby this June. But I ended up getting pulled over randomly by the Detroit police for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Actually, I got pulled over for running the stop sign. Let me correct myself. I got pulled over for rolling through the stop sign. Like, I got to the stop sign, looked both ways. It wasn't no cars coming, so I continued to roll through. I didn't come to a complete stop, so he pulled me over. But I did look both ways. I saw him. So, anywho, I get pulled over. I'm thinking he's just going to write me a ticket for running the stop sign. He ends up telling me that I got a warrant. Mind you, I've been going to court in Warren all this time last year for the incident with the Warren Police Department where he actually assaulted me while I was in the middle of doing my DoorDash. I'm going to court every month about this shit. No, never once are they telling me that I got a warrant in Detroit. You know they pull your whole motherfucking records. And if you got a warrant somewhere else, they be quick to want to call the other county to come pick your ass up. So I knew damn well I didn't have no motherfucking warrant. Okay? I get pulled over. I allegedly have this warrant for threatening the principal at Brenda Scott Academy. Allegedly, she said I came up to her inside the school with a bat. Mind you, she was outside at my car while I had the bat, and the Detroit police was right there. I was talking to them because my kids were in the middle of a fight, and I said, "Excuse me, officer, could you please go over there? Because if you don't, I'm going over there." It was a big scuffle of kids, and I seen my kids. That's how I ended up grabbing the bat out of my car anyway. Never once swinging it, never even going up to the crowd. My kid was winning the fight. It was no reason for me to go up there like that anyway. But it was so many people around them. What I was doing was clearing out the way. And I was grabbing up my daughter, actually, saying, "Come on, get in the car, get in the car." That's what I was saying. I only touched my kid. And before I even got out of the car, because the police was just sitting there watching, till they seen me get out the car, then they wanted to do their fucking job. I said, "Well, you better get over there before I get over there." And I sure did have a bat, because let them big overgrown kids had to start trying to jump me or my kids, and they was going to get fucked the fuck up. That's why I had the bat. But my kid was winning the fight. So I just grabbed her and said, "Get in the car." And me and the bat politely walked back to the car. Then the principal from Brenda Scott comes over there, like jumping around like Resfusia. She ain't that big, but you know how Resfusia was jumping around the car and shit trying to get in orbit? That's how she is, talking to the police. "Why aren't you arresting them? Why aren't you arresting them?" I said, "What are you doing?" She's following me around my car, taking pictures of my license plate, following me around my car, yelling at the Detroit police though, asking them why they not arresting me while I'm trying to get my kids and get them in the car. I said, "What the fuck is you doing?" Never once picking this bat up, swinging it at this lady or nothing. If anything, I was telling her, "Stop taking pictures of my car." She went almost a month later and files a police report talking about I came into school with a bat saying that I was going to kill her. Then she has Dean Fairley. What the fuck was that Dean name? Furley. Lord Farquaad. She goes to get her, and as well as the other little lady who work in the office, they go and write statements against me at the police station. So I get the warrant, I get pulled over, I gotta go to jail or whatever. The next day, I'm like, okay, what happened? They give me all this shit that I gotta go through or whatever until my next court date. So I come to the court date the night before, my court appointed lawyer calling me like, "Oh, well, I don't know, it's not looking too good for you. You got about 3 witnesses that said you did this, that, and the other." I said, "Oh, okay." Then he like, "Well, is you bringing the kids to the court date?" Because they know my kids are witnesses. They were there. I said, "No, I'm taking them to school. Then I'll come into court." He like, "Oh, okay, good." I pull up to 36th District with all of my kids there. Now all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, she brought the kids. None of the witnesses are here. The principal ain't here. Dean, Lord Farquaad ain't here. None of the ladies who was just about to be here to be ready to testify against me and shit. None of them was there." So then the judge goes ahead and throws it out. But you see how I be saying all these police and shit, how they be working together trying to cover their own asses and shit, trying to throw me in jail for no motherfucking reason and be trying to arrest me and I ain't even doing shit. This is what the fuck I be talking about. But when real shit be going on, like when this stupid motherfucker was outside shooting up in the air, then pointing a gun at my brother and shit, and I called the cops, but they blind ass couldn't even find no fucking bullets. What type of training did you have? How are you doing your motherfucking job? And then, like I said, they be paying off the mail carriers and shit to hide my mail and steal my mail and deliver it to the wrong fucking house. Like the fuck I said. But it's so crazy to me how a nigga that was on probation, house get raided, 10 motherfucking guns come through that bitch and all types of mail that don't belong to him or Sierra is all up in that house and he walking around this bitch like he big dog and scot-free up in this motherfucker. And like somebody's gonna be scared, bitch, please, I will sue you. As well as the police. And don't try to tell me that I didn't do this in enough time and it's a statute of limitation, because I still got video proof and everything. I still got on video when y'all was outside walking around acting like y'all didn't see them bullets. I still got those videos in my motherfucking phone. I still got the videos of the Detroit police paying the lady when we lived on the apartments on the east side and the African lady lived next door. I still got the videos of the Detroit police paying her money too. To do what? Lie on me. I got evidence against the Detroit Police Department. That's why I don't think they want no motherfucking smoke when it comes to me. So you better be careful when you fucking around with me and shit. But yeah. That's why people be sitting they stupid ass around on North Lawn and other places trying to come up with schemes and shit. And ask the police where the fuck is my motherfucking money. And ask these mail carriers where the fuck is my motherfucking mail. All these dumbass hoes working together against one little old me. Please. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. But that's just like I said, I had went to 37th District when I was in the middle of going to court about the situation with the police, and it was another lady in the courtroom acting like she was me. She was acting as if she was me. Oh no, that officer assaulted me. I got it on video. I got this. I got that. A whole fucking scheme. And she was one of them light-skinned assholes with the fucked up ass BBL with the ass sticking all the way out here and the legs this big. I was watching these hoes. And me and my court-appointed attorney at this time, Josh, we was looking at her. And I was looking at him and he was looking at me. And he knew goddamn well that that lady was in there pretending like she was me. Lying. All these 36th District and 37th District working together. Lying. With their officers and shit. Fake ass judges, lawyers, and prosecutors and shit. Fuck you motherfuckers. It's just not gonna motherfucking work. But yeah, people thinking that they can get rid of evidence and that shit will never resurface. Do you think you God or some shit? The fuck wrong with you motherfuckers? Like, this is real life shit. Real life shit. Trying to get rid of evidence and proof. Trying to pin something on somebody else. Working in groups and collaborations, alliances and shit. Trying to really scheme up a plot on somebody. When y'all the killers. And the thieves. And the scammers. And the liars. And the idiots. Trying to pin that shit on some fucking body else. Oh, hell no. Hell the fuck no. Hold on, ma. She was holding her mama back this morning. Literally, I was sitting there, standing there, wishing a bitch would. Hold on, ma. Because what she said, really trying to make it seem like your fat ass mama about to get dropped for walking up on me. I'm not walking up towards her. You better be Ray Charles to the bullshit like you was when you couldn't find them motherfucking bullets, bitch. But anywho, I don't know why that was making me think of the group home and the officer lady who worked at the group home and Al's sister Nakivia and her boyfriend that had ended up dying. That was the twin. Some people be under investigation for murder and you don't even know it.
8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16. Mommy, why is this a fist?
I'm hearing people really trying to go on the run and move out of town. Nah.
Oh, Mommy.
She'll get real deep out in these streets. Oh, shit. I keep hearing, yeah, it's on. Yeah, girl, it's on. You know what it is when I finally make it home. And I'm seeing, like, somebody live in Canada. And that is so funny to me because I was chopping it up with my honey the other night. And I'm like, what, you live in Canada or something? He told me, so yeah. And I was saying that because I was telling him about a time that I was doing a DoorDash and the DoorDash was sending me to Canada. Like really telling me to get on the fucking bridge. Like the GPS. And I had got there and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm going the wrong way. The man had to direct me how to get back off the bridge or whatever. And I was telling him that like, no, I'm not going to, he like, ma'am, you going to Canada? I'm like, no, I'm not going to Canada. And when I was talking to my honey, he was laughing like, oh, so you ain't going to Canada? I'm like, no, why you live in Canada or something? But I remember, because I moved to Canada. Sure in the fuck would. I got an enhanced ID and shit. I ready. But anyway, I did a video one time and I said somebody had a baby by somebody and they forced this man to move to Canada so he couldn't be in his child's life. They paid him to move to Canada. It wasn't a force because he had a choice, but he took the money and went to Canada and shit. They paid him a large amount of money or whatever. I'm hearing somebody grandparents paid their baby daddy a large amount of money to not fuck with his baby mama or his kid so that they can cover up the money that they stole from her and her life insurance policy that was left to her by her daddy. They paid off her baby daddy to say fuck her and fuck the baby.
Wow.
And made him move to Canada. Paid him to move to Canada. But that's how that Freemason, Mason and Illuminati shit work. They sure try to bribe you into doing some shit, moving somewhere and saying fuck your motherfucking kids. But then they want to steal your money so that they can take care of their kids and shit. But they want to tell you to fuck your kids. The fuck? And you dumb motherfuckers be weak as fuck, falling for that shit. I already know why my baby daddies don't fuck with me and why they ain't in their kids' life. Cause money. You know why? Cause my family paid them off. That's why. I ain't no motherfucking fool. And I know my baby daddy don't love them hoes. I ain't saying that they want to get back with me because that ain't even in my thought process. But I'm saying I know they don't be loving the hoes that they be with is what I'm saying. And I know that for a fact because some of them be wishing that they ain't do me so motherfucking bold is what I'm gonna say. Some of them wish they never, I'm saying some of them because I got 3, wish they never took the bribe to be caught up with this fucked up ass family, these fucked up ass police and shit like that. They wish they never had to took that bribe. And these police and shit about to wish they never had to got into some bullshit that they ain't had no business either. Because they about to lose their jobs and they about to get broadcasted all over the internet and they ain't gonna never be able to work in the field again. Same thing with the judges, the lawyers, and the fake ass doctors that want to fake people's test results and shit. And while people was being funny, when I was saying like that, I made that video, I was saying I was having labor pains and shit. Because like I said, I was supposed to be having a baby this June. But people didn't want that to manifest. So they wanted to do any and everything to make sure that, for one, the test results never resurfaced to me. And 2, that they could try to be putting shit up in my drinks and in my food and shit to get rid of this motherfucking baby before I could have it. But I already knew. I know my body. I could tell what was going on. I didn't need... He knew too. He knew before I knew. He was telling me that I was pregnant. So please. But anywho, it's not here. But you know why I was having the labor pains like that? Because that's when it was supposed to be here. And that's not the first time that happened to me either. That had happened to me before with my other friend. And the same thing happened. He ain't want to have a kid or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I ended up losing him. But then I was supposed to have a baby like that following year in October. Around that October, that's when I had made them 2 pumpkin head things. And they were like baby heads. And they had on the Old Navy outfits and shit. And I said I was going to give it away to my daughter friend because her friend was having a baby or whatever. I made those 2 pumpkins. They was like twins. Because I was supposed to be having a baby around that same time too. So God always gives me the revelation, the vision of everything like that. But I knew that would have happened. I wasn't having those babies. So when it would have been time for me to give birth, I made those 2 gifts to give away to somebody else. And this year when it was time for me to give birth, I still experienced the same pains as if I was in labor, because that's God's way of communicating and giving me the confirmation. I ain't no fake ass bitch. I don't got to sit and act shit out. For who? But it's them thinking that they so motherfucking smart and that can't nobody else catch on to this type of shit. But no. I'm hearing double for your trouble. You about to get double for your trouble. And all this shit that they thought they swept up under the rug and that was going to be buried and nobody was ever going to talk about this shit. Oh, it's getting talked about. For one, I've been talking about it for years. But it's getting talked about. It's going to get talked about till I get justice. Because I'm going to keep fucking talking about it. And the more that people try to intimidate me or nag me or piss me the fuck off or try to trigger me in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to keep exposing you motherfuckers every single time. It's just what the fuck I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I was doing my edges, but I'm sweating. I didn't really start sweating like this though till I came in the bathroom because the bathroom door was closed. Because we do got the air conditioner on. I got a fan in front of the air conditioner, so it's pretty much keeping that little space at a decent temperature. But I had all the doors closed, so it was really hot and steamy in here, so I just started sweating as I was coming in here. And these are dry fit leggings too, so I'm really sweating. It's the material. But yeah, I had to get that off my chest because for some reason I started thinking about that retired police officer that worked at the group home. Like, no. I'm hearing police brutality, killer cops. And y'all about to get exposed for this shit. Mally, what's wrong? Oh, don't be faking like that. But yeah, y'all about to get exposed. Y'all getting exposed. And the more you keep coming to fuck with me, you're really gonna be exposed. So, don't no officer, no Detroit police officer or Warren police officer need to come fucking with me. You need to be asking me, did you get your money yet? So I can tell you hell the fuck no, where's my shit at? And give you a job to fucking do. Go be a detective and detect where the fuck my shit at. Don't be playing up in my motherfucking face. But y'all have a good ass day. It's real nice out. For real. Fuck the forecast hitting the D with 84. It's about 104. And it's hot. Then the bitch. I ain't walking the dogs till the sun go down. Probably around 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Whew. Shit. I kind of like the way my little bun had came out or whatever. I didn't know how it would come out being that I had to braid my own hair. My daughters don't know how to braid. But Lex did wrap my ponytail around for me or whatever. And then I just did the bun. But the braids came out better than I expected. Only thing is I have these 2 braids back here that y'all can't really see. And that's because I purposely parted my hair like that because that's where the short piece of my hair is. And I wanted to start the braid right there, you know, with the knot so that it would stay and it wouldn't just be unraveling and stuff like that. And it's just staying too. And I like the fact that it's not tight. Since I braided my own hair or something, it's not tight. My hair wasn't hurting or anything like that. I can really grease it up so it can really start growing. And yeah, it came out better than I thought it would. Only thing is my edges keep sweating out, but that's because it's so fucking hot.
Tell after me.
Yeah.
I got nothing on me.
And I left out a little bit more than I expected because y'all seen I only had them in those little tiny rubber bands as I was braiding it. But you see how much edges I got out? That's shrinkage for your ass. I got to doing my edges. It was this much edges sticking out. I'm like, damn, I had to swoop them up and tuck them in the back and put it up in a ponytail. Ooh. But it looked like it was only this much in the little rubber bands. Aww. Anywho, I'm done jotting down in my digital diary for the moment. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later after I cool off. I done took I found the shower curtain rod in Denzel's house. I done put it on the top of the refrigerator and crossed it over to the window so I can hang up my clothes so they can dry because Denzel gone and I can't go to the laundromat to dry my clothes. But I need me some clean shorts to put on so I can get in the shower and have some clean shorts to put on to sit down and relax.
Mommy, Kill like me stop following me because I got your headphone. He want to eat it. That's why I keep saying he stop following me.
Baby.
Forget about that one, eh?
These little seashell waves is edges is lifting up like ocean waves in a tsunami. I'm trying to tell you, it's hot. It is hot. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off. It is something about Nelly and Ashanti too. Y'all know how they were saying, Ashanti, save that man, save that man. Save Nelly, save Nelly. Shit, I need to save somebody, and somebody definitely needs to come save me. I told you I'm Cinderella. Come save me, honey, save me. Somebody save me. What show is that? My grandma used to watch that show. Somebody save me. It was like some little superhero show or something they used to come on back in the day. The man was allergic to like kryptonite. She used to watch that show and One Tree Hill. It used to come on with like One Tree Hill and shit. Y'all remember that show? My grandma used to watch those. Now that I think about it, I ain't never really watched TV. I did when I was a teenager. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop and stuff. In my young adult years, I used to watch Degrassi when I was a teenager and shit, and like the little Nickelodeon shit. But baby, after that stage, I don't watch no motherfucking TV. Ain't that Drake and Degrassi? And speaking of, Drake come from Canada too. And I keep hearing, yeah, it's on. Yeah, girl, it's on. You know what it is when I finally make it home. I just hope that you missed me a little when I'm gone. It's something about Canada, because I think that's Drake's song. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And y'all remember I made that video too, and I was talking about Kerry Washington and Scandal. I think I just made that video yesterday or the day before. And I said it's something like a real big scandal going on. Kerry Washington also plays in another movie. I can't think of the name of it. Is it a Spike Lee movie or something? It's a movie where... because I'm about to be done. It's a movie where Kerry Washington plays a lesbian woman. Like she was married to a man. And her husband ended up catching her humping on a woman. So he ended up getting a divorce. But I guess they kind of stayed kind of cool or whatever. And Kerry Washington and her woman wife wanted to have a baby. But of course, two women together can't have a baby. So she went back to her ex-husband and asked him if he can fuck her or her wife and get them pregnant or whatever. And it worked. And she paid them money. He ended up losing his job because he worked for a big company. I'm seeing Facebook, but Facebook wasn't even out back when this movie came out, I don't think. But that's because something is going to go on with these platforms and them stealing people's money and revenue and shit. But anyway, he worked for a real big company. And the company just had to shut down and close down everything. The CEO had ended up committing suicide because it was about to come out of how all this money was being stolen and shit like that. Or somebody went and killed the CEO or something like that. And whatever, the man ain't had no job no more. So Kerry Washington gathered up all her little lesbian friends who wanted to have babies. And they each paid him $10,000 to fuck them until he got them pregnant. But he ended up having a whole bunch of kids and shit, and they had to go to court about this. It's something going on again, with somebody whose name is Washington, as well as the government and working with conspiracies and military projects and shit, making people be lab rats without their permission, as well as making like cloning laboratories and paying people to keep on having fucking babies for no reason. Like, these men, they're not in love with these women or whatever. They really want to sacrifice the babies and use the babies for like test experiments and shit like that. So it's something like that going on, which is why I'm visualizing this movie right now. And I can't think of the name, but I think it's a Spike Lee movie, if I'm not mistaken. And it's with Kerry Washington. And I can't think of the man's name, but I know his face. But something is going on with, I'm hearing a breeding program where they just having kids. Over and over, they paying this man for his sperm, like, or some weird ass shit. I don't know why I'm getting that download out the blue, but I am. Cause it's gonna have something to do with these fucking police and shit. And underground tunnels and hidden attics and underground laboratories and shit. And that's so crazy because I just watched the movie Us the other day. And you know how they had that little shit going on up under the ground and shit like that, where they had the clones that was deformed. I keep telling y'all, it's something like that going on here. It's a laboratory or something here up under the city of Detroit. And I keep visualizing, dreaming about it and shit. And it reminds me of the Underground Railroad and the movie They Clone Tyrone. And how they walked into the regular house or whatever, you go into the basement and then boom, you get up in a secret pathway. It's a whole motherfucking laboratory up under that bitch. It's something like that going on. I'm hearing Dexter's Laboratory. See, now they don't want me to talk about this shit. I'm stuttering over my words. Dexter's Laboratory. That Denzel used to watch that when we was little kids. It used to come on Cartoon Network. Dexter's Laboratory. And if I'm not mistaken, Dexter had his own little lab in the basement or something. Or in his room or something. I don't know. I gotta ask Denzel. Because I wasn't a Cartoon Networker. I was a Nick Jr. is just for me. And Nickelodeon and shit. And I became Nick Jr. after I had my kids. But you know, shit, I had my baby when I was 17. So, yeah. Something like that is going on with like this secret laboratory and shit like that. And this all is about to be exposed. I'm also seeing a hospital and I'm seeing Botsford. And I don't think Botsford is called Botsford no more, because I think Tobias had told me it's Beaumont now. The one that used to be in Farmington Hills, because that's where my grandma passed away at. But I'm seeing like people go into that hospital and go down into the basement or some shit like that. Something is about to be exposed about them doing illegal shit in the hospitals, as well as putting chips in people. And that's, I was thinking about that too when they said they had to put a plate in my baby's wrist or whatever. And I was thinking like they better not put no chip in my baby arm or no shit like that. Especially since I can't be in the operating room. I can only wait outside until he gets done or whatever. But it's something like that going on that is going to be exposed. I'm hearing The Truman Show, scientific projects, Army, Navy, Air Force, and shit like that. And I'm hearing like my baby daddy. My baby daddy got a brother that's in the Navy and a sister or some shit like that. And people will sacrifice you. Sign you up for experiments and shit like that. They getting paid for it behind your back whole time. You don't even know it. And I'm telling you, somebody slipped something in somebody's drink. To cause them to have a miscarriage, or to cause the other shit to be going on to people. It's people out here hit women, hit men into stuff too. They like to slip stuff in people's drink. And I keep hearing that every time I say, you don't even know it. Because you know how Rick Ross be like, I took her home and enjoyed that. She ain't even know it. Got a bitch speak no English, she don't even know it. Like, people be slipping, doing shit behind people back and shit, getting them to do shit they don't even know about it. Fucking on these bitches, they pass the fuck out, they don't even know that they got fucked and shit. And I can vouch for something like that happening to me before too. So I'm saying all this shit about to be exposed. All of this shit about to be exposed. And I'm seeing the 10th precinct real heavy. It's crooked ass cops. It's crooked ass cops that's about to be exposed for sex tapes, exploiting, stealing, and killing and shit. All in your local police station. These are the people that you're supposed to call though when you need some fucking help. Nah, that's why I was channeling police brutality. Police brutality. And now I'm seeing the show, the Tyler Perry show, The Haves and the Have-Nots. And I haven't watched that show in years. But I'm seeing this particular episode right now where it was a white male officer. And he started fucking the lawyer's son so they can keep they dirt underway or whatever. You know, they was lawyers and judges on the show, The Haves and the Have-Nots. But you see all that crooked ass shit that they was doing, and then the police want to be fucking on the niggas and shit, trying to keep them quiet and shit. I'm hearing police brutality. Police brutality. This is the justice system. They make shows about this shit. Tyler Perry came out with The Haves and the Have-Nots a long time ago. Me and my grandma used to watch it. That's why I'm seeing it right now. And it was a series, a episode. It's a few episodes, of course, because that's a good series. But where the white policeman, he was fucking with the black boy. And the lady, remember, she couldn't stand her son because he was gay. I'm telling you. Tyler Perry, you stay up in my motherfucking energy. But I'm telling you, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. And you police, y'all about to be exposed. Blackmailing people with sex tapes and shit, trying to keep shit. Y'all might as well call it over. It's done and over with. It's done and over with. Y'all about to get fucked up. Y'all about to get fucked up. The police, though. The police. All these police that was taking bribes and trying to keep shit under the rug and all that type of shit. I'm hearing it's a new sheriff in town, bitch. I'm hearing the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. Y'all remember how Will Smith said he was only gonna act in movies that told the truth about shit, or that basically was exposing things that was going on in the government or stuff to take place in the near future and shit like that. And if you pay attention, Will Smith be in good ass movies and they be about real ass shit. I'm hearing it's a new sheriff in town, motherfuckers. And you know what? That's making me think about Bad Boys 2 and Bad Boys 3 or Bad Boys Ride or Die, whatever. It's a new sheriff in town. It's a new sheriff in town. The originals. The ones that actually get down to the nitty gritty and get shit done around this bitch. Somebody's police precinct is about to get raided. Indicted. What's the word that I'm looking for? Audited for files and data and shit like that. They want your passwords. They want to look into their computers. They want to know what happened to files. They want to know what happened to this, what happened to that. Coming to a town or a city, a courthouse, and a precinct near you. Mark my words. And I'm hearing nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Like y'all can't hide this shit no more. You about to get taken the fuck down. Y'all ain't about to be out here bullying no motherfucking body. Just cause, boy, you ain't shit but a bitch with a badge. All my life. I'm trying to tell you, that shit done and over with. I'm hearing today's mistake was y'all last motherfucking mistake on the job. All my life. It's a semi-truck driver too. I think I had a dream last night about some semi-trucks.
Keep telling you I did not have it. And the basket came out of here.
Oh my life. Yeah, those clothes that's in the basket are clean. They just not dry yet because I was waiting to take them to the laundromat.
I just seen it when I came past here. Then look. You did not.
But yeah, all my life. Y'all, these police about to get fucked up. It's a new detective on the case. It's a new sheriff in town. I think, ain't that what Woody and Buzz Lightyear say? Like, it's a new sheriff in town. Me and my kids was talking about Toy Story the other day. Mari and Mally thought Toy Story came out when they was kids and shit. Like Toy Story just came out. I'm like, no, these are the remakes and stuff. Toy Story came out when I was a kid. Just like Shrek and stuff. That shit is 20 years old. But yeah. I'm hearing Pippin ain't shit and you can't think nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I bees in the trap, bees in the trap. But I don't know why I'm hearing that. Other than the fact that I bees in the trap. And I don't sell drugs. We don't sell drugs up out of here. Speaking, I don't, at least. All my life, I'm even hearing all that, how they tried to frame you for stealing drugs and shit. I told y'all the crack hoe been trying to frame me and my brother for a long time. One day my brother gonna see it. Hopefully it don't be too late.
At 3. We don't have like nothing specifically planned to do.
I don't know. I mean, I don't care. My bad. Yes, please clean up. Can y'all split the dishes before anybody go to their friend's house or do anything like that? The kitchen needs to be clean and that garbage needs to be taken out. And then y'all good to go. Alright. Anywho, I'm about to get off here so I'll go back and sit in front of the air conditioner and stuff. But I had to get that off my chest while I was getting the download. Because I was sitting down in there with my kids. I was actually watching the Joker speech. But I kept hearing police brutality. And I told Mally, I'm like, Mally, you got to give Mommy her phone real quick. I got to make this video. So my baby waiting to get my phone back so he could play on it. And I need to go and sit up in the air. Wait for my shorts to dry so I can get in the shower. But yeah. All this shit about to be exposed. I'm seeing P. Diddy. P. Diddy. P. Diddy. And you see, then I have never watched this little P. Diddy trial that's been going on. Not even one episode about it. But I be seeing little clips about the baby oil and stuff and hearing little shit on YouTube or whatever. But I believe that he had a whole bunch of sex tapes of people too. And he was exposing people or basically holding the sex tape over people's head as blackmail. It's some police officers that's doing that. And shit, I'm telling you, all this shit about to blow the fuck up. And now I'm hearing I'm rich, bitch. I'm a real big timer. I'm Gator Boots with the pimped out Gucci shoes. I'm getting a lot of downloads right now. I'm sorry. But, and baby, this ain't schizophrenic. This ain't autism. This ain't mentally ill or nothing like that. This my ancestors giving me the motherfucking tea. Gator Boots with the pimped out Gucci shoes. And the rappers and shit, them my spirit guys too. I'm hearing don't play with me. Play with your bitch. Young niggas are some multi-million-dollar shit. I don't know why I always get like I know somebody who was related to Young Dolph. I don't know, but it's like I know somebody who related to Young Dolph or something. Young Dolph stay in my energy too. Don't play with me. Play with your bitch. Oh, and remember I said I had that dream that Young Dolph came to me and told me I need to protect my heart because somebody in my family need a heart transplant and mine's is the perfect match or whatever. Somebody got their boobs done or like they ass done or somebody went and had like a BBL or something and they're not doing good. I'm hearing like they had to get their titties reduced or some shit like that, and people really be projecting energy. Y'all remember how I was telling y'all like I would get these little boils up under my boobs and you could kind of see where I had one there, you could see the mark, and I had one there and you could see the mark. And it's like projecting energy. Like somebody in my family is a Black Widow. But I got that download a long time ago too. And somebody else out my family told me that this person was a Black Widow. So that was just confirmation. I told you, I come from Masons and Eastern Stars. And a whole bunch of bitches that fuck around in Hickory Dickory Dock. Okay? Anyway, somebody went and had their boobs done, their ass done and some shit like that. And it's like they getting fucked up. And like I get these little boils or pimples. It really be what do they call a hair follicle that'll get clogged or whatever, infected. I can tell the difference between a boil and when I said I had a blocked milk duct. You know why I had a blocked milk duct? Because I was supposed to be having a baby. And just like when you have a miscarriage, sometimes your boobs will still be leaking milk because it's like your body just had a baby still. So I know the difference. I'm not motherfucking slow. Okay? Let's just note that. But somebody is going through complications and they need a heart. Like, I don't know, maybe they went and got a boob job or something, and I don't know what they got to do with the heart. Like, shit, maybe they too heavy for this person or something. I'm hearing, like, I'm seeing, like, shortness of breath is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm starting to feel it too. Like, somebody be having shortness of breath. Maybe this person got heart problems and cancer or something now. Since they had these BBL or some shit, they getting fucked up by my ancestors is what I'm trying to say. And being talking about shortness of breath, I'm starting to see the Tyler Perry movie again, Medea's Family Reunion or Big Happy Family or whatever, the one with Tiana Taylor, by the way. I love you, Tiana Taylor. I really do. I liked you in Straw too. Girl, that was a good ass role you played in Straw. I fucks with it. And Tyler Perry made that too. But I'm talking about the movie where she be like, Byron! That movie. And remember the mama, the day that she died or whatever, she was real short of breath. Byron was getting arrested. And his mama was short of breath. And she had to get rushed to the hospital where she eventually ended up dying. Somebody is sick in their body. Like, they got cancer. They having heart problems, shortness of breath and shit. They not doing too good. It's probably somebody's mama getting fucked up right now because they reaping the karma from their child or some shit like that. And now I keep hearing Byron. So somebody mama getting fucked the fuck up right now. Or about to be, or somebody baby mama or something going on with somebody mama or they baby mama, and they having shortness of breath. They real tired. They can't keep up. It's like I'm hearing it's too heavy. Like the weight on their shoulders is too heavy, or maybe this person is fat. The weight on their legs is too heavy. They short of breath. They going through some type of terminal illness. They getting fucked up, and it's because of the people who they chose to work with. It's karma coming back around to this person, and I'm feeling it. That's what I be trying to say. Like, I'm so much of an empath. I can really feel people's energy. Somebody's short of breath right now. Somebody's fucked up. And somebody was getting something done with their boobs or something. This may be another individual or it may be the same individual. But somebody had something done to their boobs and it's leaking up under it or something. You know how people be joking, they say the BBL smell or something. It's like, and I believe that to be true. Because if I pop a boil or something, when I do get them, I will leave a piece of tissue up under my boob or something to catch any pus or any blood or anything that may come out. But if I forget and I might fall asleep, so I'm sweating or something like that, it'll stink the next day. Like, you have to really clean up under. I have to clean up under my boobs multiple times a day anyway, so that I can prevent myself from getting the boil in the first place. But if I do get one, you have to keep the area clean. But you know how they be joking about these BBL smells? I never smelled the BBL smell. I never been around nobody who had a BBL. I mean, my cousin had a BBL before, but I wasn't around her long enough after the fact to know what she got going on or nothing like that. A lot of my cousins had BBLs, actually. They got it done in groups. But anyway, somebody leak. You know how you got to go have them lymphatic massages or something so that the shit will drain out. Somebody stank is what I'm trying to say, Lex. What I'm trying to say is somebody stank. Like the real, how they be saying the BBL smell, it's like pussy, nasty, fishy, rank, stank, disease smell. And I'm not being funny. I'm thinking of like when my grandma had passed away. She had stage 4 lymphoma and colon cancer. And before she passed away, she was bleeding. She was hemorrhaging. And it smelled so bad. I was pregnant with Mari. So I would go to the hospital, but I would have to open up the windows and stuff to visit my grandma because the smell of her hemorrhaging and the cancer taking over her body had a real bad smell. And because I was pregnant, it would make me really nauseous. Somebody smelled like that. And I'm smelling it. Like somebody's insides is rotten. But it's somebody who had a BBL. Like they not smelling because cancer, this BBL fucked them up. Or maybe they do have cancer now after the BBL. Somebody stank. It's the download that I'm getting. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's not like, oh, you sweating so you musty or nothing like that. And I ain't even musty right now. I'm talking about a sick smell. Very sick, poisonous, death. The smell of death. Somebody's about to pass away. Come on home to me, Charlene. See, it's karma, though. It's karma. It's karma. This person is fucked up. I'm sorry, Duke. My baby talk about don't scare me like that. Why are you in the bathroom while I'm recording my video, though? It's hot in here.
It is.
Right. That's why you got to go in the front where the air and the fan blowing. But yeah, I have to just do this message real quick. I can't finish relaxing until I get this message off my chest, or God gonna be like, get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. So yeah. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. I see a sexy red though. That's sexy red, right?
I think.
And I'm asking Mally. Shit, he be knowing. And didn't Sexy Red get her titties done after she had her baby or something? Somebody went and got their boobs done. They fucked the fuck up. They wish they never did this shit. I'm hearing they getting ash injections and silicone taken out. They getting titty silicone and shit taken out. They want it out. They want it out, but it's too late. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. And I just was talking about Drake. It said somebody is in Canada. Somebody is in Canada. I'm hearing somebody baby mama. They in Canada or some shit. She got a BBL or something, or somebody or something like that. BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy. I'm seeing Sexy Red, but I'm also seeing a light-skinned female. Sexy Red, not light-skinned. I'm seeing somebody light-skinned like Cardi B, but giving me Sexy Red vibes. This girl is getting fucked up. And this girl who looked like Sexy Red.
My BBL, mommy, you got that stuck in my head.
I'm hearing, I wish I never sold my soul. I should have never sold my soul. Somebody made an agreement with somebody, a contract with somebody. This how they got this BBL in the first place, all this money. I'm hearing fast cars. I'm hearing Pills and Automobiles by Chris Brown. Hey. I just want to show you off. See, I'm here. Somebody needs to listen to Pills and Automobiles by Chris Brown. I'm here. I just want to show you off. Somebody paid somebody like, oh, I'll give you this much money. I'll get you a BBL. I'll get you this. I'll get you that. Just get out. As long as you do this for me and just go do this to this person, or have your mama do this, or your cousin, or somebody sold they soul for a little bit of chump change, and now they getting fucked the fuck up. And my ancestor said that's the message. End it there. I'm hearing the name Derek. I'm seeing BBL Drizzy. I'm seeing BBL Drizzy. We dodged the bullet, dude. Give me a high five. BBL Drizzy. Didn't I say somebody grandparents paid their baby daddy not to fuck with them and the baby and shit? These motherfuckers getting fucked up is all I'ma say. BBL Drizzy. Anyway, y'all have a good day.
Bye.
Love y'all. Stay safe out here. It's hot as fuck too. Get your beverages. I'm about to go guzzle down my gallon of water right the fuck now. Oh, I poured some in a cup.
Can I have one?
For all the mother lovers who think it's ghetto for me to be drinking out of my gallon. That's how I make sure that I actually drink a whole gallon though. Because you see how my baby wants some of my cup. If I pour it in the cup, anybody is bound to drink it. But if I keep it in my little gallon, I can make sure I drink the whole gallon. That's my personal. Anywho, I love y'all. I'm getting off of here. This is my third video for today, so maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm not. I don't know, because I keep getting downloads now. They shouldn't have never started fucking with me this morning. Every time somebody pissed me the fuck off, I get a download. I'm hearing D-Lo. I'm on these fuck niggas every time they piss me off. And dude, I ain't got no time to punt. I'm filling up my slap wood with Obama runs.
And
Yeah. I fucked around and
Dodge.
drops the
Sweatshop.
come up with a
Baby.
why is that so shy? Supposed to pay your rent, baby. All right, I gotta get up out of here. I got to get up out of here. I'm hot in a bitch.